Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Mujumbi from Diverse Minds Uganda. Today I just wanted to say thank you again for your feedback, for contacting us, and we're so happy and grateful to know that these videos that we are sending out are not in vain. Please keep your feedback coming, comment, say something just to let us know that we are not alone, we are not talking to ourselves. So today I wanted to talk about communication and to give you some tips. I know some parents, we may not be able to pay for speech therapists or these other therapists, but there are a few things that I've learned and I've used at home that have been so useful and have made a massive difference in my children's lives. So today I wanted to share with you what is called the bucket time. Bucket time, I learned this one from the speech therapists, and for people who live in UK, you know what they call the healthcare plan. This was put as mandatory in their everyday, like to be used at school every day to do bucket time. The thing I like about bucket time, it's enjoyable. Even me as an adult, I really love it. And as before, we're talking about the challenges that children with autism behave, and the biggest problem is communication. And if these children can't communicate, they will just behave in a different way. I hope I will come back here to talk about more about communication and how it's very important for the children to communicate and how it influences their behavior. Because of the communication deficits, they start displaying some behaviors that we may find very challenging, but they are caused by the fact that they cannot communicate their needs. So just like we had been talking before, I just wanted to tell you how important this bucket time is and the things that it can help with autistic children. First of all, it helps with shared attention. Most autistic kids don't have this shared attention whereby like you are watching the same thing and deriving enjoyment from the same thing. For example, it can be a toy and sharing it with a child and enjoying it. Most kids don't have it. Also, the bucket time helps with building attention because it's adult-led, and they are motivated to see what you're doing, and they can sit there for some time. It also helps with building communication skills because, as I will show you, you just get the items, you're talking about them, and because they're interested in them, they are going to be able to, they want to add, to the words you're saying, or they are picking those words that you're using. It also helps with interaction because, as communication is two-way, you're talking to them and they're responding. It also helps with eye contact. Most autistic kids struggle with eye contact. So because you're holding something that they like, playing with them, it helps them to develop eye contact skills and also helps with listening. It helps also this communication. In communication, I'll go back to that one time. You need to to help them build communication skills, you need to teach them to learn to take turns and also to make choices. And also you can incorporate in other things that can help them with academics. So I'm just going to show you how we do it. Maybe one time I'll show you when I'm doing it with the boys, but today I just wanted to give you an idea. So this is our bucket. This is what we've been using since the boys, I think, were 3. So what we start with, we first sing a song. I've got something in my bucket, in my bucket, in my bucket. I've got something in my bucket. Let's have a look. You can use PECs, the visuals with the bucket time. So basically you have some goodies in these ones because you want the kids' attention, and you don't have to do it for a long time. I remember when we were starting, they were saying do it for only 5 minutes, and the rules are you don't give the kids the toys. But for me, sometimes I just let them because there are some where they have to interact and they have to do something. Okay, so basically you have to keep it interesting, and sometimes you have to keep changing the toys, and they don't have to be expensive toys, they have to be easy toys. So let's start with, so normally what we do, we make a list of the things we're going to do. For example, let's say we're doing, I make a list and I say bucket time, time, I say first balloon. I can say balloons. I can say finger family. This is one of their favorites. And put whatever I want to put on the list. So after we sing our song, I just say bucket time, what's on number 1? And I ask them to read, because my boys can read. But if they can't read, you can use visuals. So let's say number 1 is balloons. And when you're doing it, you have to wait for them, you say something and you wait for them to respond, which is very, very important for communication as well. So let's say number 1. So now we look in our bucket. Say our number 1 is balloon. So what I do, I'll pull out the balloons and I'll get 2 colors so that they can make choices. So it helps them with making choice. And when you're doing this, to help with communication, use the child's name. So ask, for example, let's say one was called Ellie or James, or say, James, what color do you want? I just wait for them to say yellow or orange. Those are the kids who can talk. For those who can't talk, maybe they will point, maybe they will try to grab and see. I'll just follow their lead, whatever they choose. If he tries to grab this one, I'll say orange balloon. If they're learning to talk, I can say ba, orange ba, and wait for them. Then I'll put in my pump. You don't have to have a pump. For example, you can use you can have those ones that you can blow. Then I'll just say ready, steady, and wait for them to say go. But when you're starting, even if they can't say go, you just do it for them. Ready, steady, go. Then you start pumping and you stop. You ask more and wait for them to respond. If they say more, you continue. If they're still learning, when it's still new, they may not say more. You keep going. Basically, all you're doing is just trying to make them respond. So after that, this is very exciting. It makes noise. So I let it go up. Makes noise. They love the noise. So after that one, I say balloon is finished. Finished. Normally we used to say finished. Some people say finished. If you know sign languages, you can also introduce the sign language. So we cross that one out. So next, just like that. After we finish these ones, we put it back. So next, I have, for example, most kids like bubbles. We do bubbles. This is a bubble gun. Very interesting. What we do, we just dump it in and say, again, ready, steady, and I wait for them to say, go. Say go, I release. Then I wait for them again to see. If they want more, because this is interesting, they will say more. I'll just keep going. Even if they say, if they are trying to talk, I'll just wait for them like that. So after this, I'll just say, bubbles are finished. If you have, because I forgot to bring the pegs, I would have shown you. So we have the sign to show that it's finished. You can show them with a card. So that one also, you cross it off the list. So next one, I'll just show you the just simple ones. Now, there's this one that the boys love so much. Simple, cheap things. These are finger family. We call it finger family. These are animals. So here we go. So normally we sing, say, Dad. I always ask them, what's this? For those ones who are beginning to talk, even if they don't say what they say, I always say, elephant. Daddy elephant, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Next, wait for them to mention it. If it's a hippo, if they know. What's next? Hippo. Mommy hippo, where are you? Here, you just do that until you go to, I hope you know that song of Finger Family. We just use the animals and you ask them. So they're learning animals as, they're enjoying the song, and you're also teaching them how to communicate. So after that, we cancel it off the list again and say, animal, or finger family, finished. Next one. Then I normally ask them, I show them that is, what's next? Because my boys can read. You can say, next is this, so and so. And you don't give them sometimes. Next one can be animal cards. I like this one. But this one is a little bit advanced for the kids. So what we normally do, like, because the boys can they know the letters and animals and fruits or vegetables, so just say T for, I wait for them to mention the animal, L for lion, this, like H for hippo. So these ones we call them animal cards. You don't have to use the same things. You also have to create it. These ones, no one taught me how to do them. You have to come up with your own games, and you have to keep it interesting, and you have to keep changing it all the time. So after that, we say animal cards are finished. So what's next? What else? Let me show you another interesting one the boys love. Balloon. These are what? These are water balloons. This is a pump. These are very cheap things. If you're interested, maybe I can get time and go and look for them for you. And because I ship things to Uganda, like I said in the past, I have a small business called MBK UK Products. So I ship every Saturday, and it takes 2 weeks to get to Uganda. So if you're interested, I can get them for you from here and send some of these. They're quite affordable. So these are, oh, I forgot to show you. Normally I get two types of balloons, 2 colors, so that I teach them colors. And I say blue balloon, and say, let me see, I had an orange balloon. I don't know where the other color went, but you get the idea. So I ask them, so and so, what do you want? What color do you want? Even if they just look at it, if they can't express themselves, if they can't point, or if they reach out, I'll say, oh, blue balloon. Here we go. Then I put it on. Basically build anticipation for the children. Oh, this one is broken. So basically what you do, you put it on the tip, and again you just say ready, steady, go, and you pump. Then no matter what I do, I tie it and allow them to pop the balloon, pierce it and pop it, and they enjoy that. So that's bucket time. I hope you can just get a moment and try this one at home. So what I wanted to say as I finish, I just say, watch out for the therapists. I've been told from other people that some people come, parents are not involved. So you need to sit and watch what these therapists are doing. Most of the things are so easy. You can do them for yourself, and they're so beneficial, especially like this bucket time. It's it's magical. We started doing it when the boys, I think, were like 3. And I can tell you, I know it can be challenging as a parent to keep up. You know, sometimes you know what to do, but you don't have the energy and the time. And because these kids can be challenging, and we have jobs, we have other things to do. But please, a bucket time doesn't have to go beyond 5 minutes, or maybe you can do 10 minutes. You can start with 3 items and you build it. And I promise you, you will see the change. Every time I'm consistent with the boys, I see a lot of difference. Like now we've moved on to... we've progressed to better things, to time, to spelling words, but we all keep them enjoyable. So another thing I wanted to tell you, if you have a speech therapist, make sure they set targets. And if they can't meet those targets, you just have to be careful. And there's this habit, I think, which is very common in Uganda, like where therapists blame everything on diet. Just be careful. If any therapist comes fronting diet, you need to think twice. It doesn't matter whether your kids are on diet or not. For me, my kids they've never done diet, and that hasn't stopped them from progressing. So do not focus too much on fixing your children. Focus more on equipping them, empowering them, and helping them to communicate with simple things like bucket time. I'm sure if you put in time into your children, I'll keep saying it over and over and over again. If you put in time into your children, if you educate yourself, learn as much as you can about autism and how you can help your children. Do not focus too much on curing your children. Focus so much into embracing who they are. Embrace who they are. Know their strength and build on their strength. I think as parents, we focus too much on the causes of autism. We focus too much on how we can fix our children. I mean, as in, when I say fix our children, I'm looking at most of us are so lost into buying supplements. Every supplement, detoxifiers, diets, crazy diets, you know, and we miss out on these other things. You don't know that you can enjoy, you know, being in the presence of your children, and these children are so intelligent. They can pick on your energy. If you're negative and you're always miserable, they will also be miserable. Let's focus on our kids' interests, strength, and build on those ones. And we focus more in developing them in a natural way than just trying crazy things that we are trying out there. Spend more time with your children and something will come out of them. Thank you so much. I think I've taken most of your time today. And I hope I'm talking sense. Bye for now. See you next time.